Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, February 24th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. This is a weekly chart, 139.98. That descending weekly channel top did hold last week for all intents and purposes. The daily version held a little bit better. That is at 140.23. It's kind of pick your spot in the upper 130s, low 140s. You can make a case for a number of different structures, but 140.23 is our ceiling of resistance that may well contain buying through the month of March, and below which this longer term support at 106.19 remains in play. I say that because of these channel structures that are rising. Do I see that on the weekly chart? Yeah, you can see how well the weekly chart's been holding. In fact, for a few minutes, I really sort of was considering whether we should just call 144.18 kind of our buy signal upon settlement above at the end of the week. And you can certainly make a case for that. And if you want to just call 140.83 to 144.18 our ceiling of resistance, it really was following the gap below this channel bottom. This was the deep seek news, if you remember, a month ago, that upward retracements into this rising resistance. And that is a tough play, rising resistance. So you're selling an ever rising resistance area that can contain longer-term buying pressure. So this area did hold. We closed negative last week. The market also settled, last Friday below a rising channel bottom, steeply rising channel bottom, I might add, at 136.64. We closed at 134.43, just below this channel structure on Friday. It rises to 136.64 today. Assuming we open below 136.64, this is our ceiling of resistance for the day. And in fact, below which 129 even wouldn't surprise me today. I do now anticipate 3 to 5 day sell-off to 124.63, so long as we continue closing below the steeply rising channel bottom. Now, this channel bottom is rising at such a pace that over the next 2 days or so, it converges anyway with this descending channel top. So, it's kind of a tough play here, but we're offering a sign of weakness now. We're offering a sell signal, rather, on weakness. Rather than selling into strength, which was the play over the last week at the 140.23 channel top, you now have rationale to play the short side below 136.64. Now, the low of the high, I don't know exactly what that is. It may actually be the 137.92. We also closed below that on Friday. So you put it all together, we are still playing the short side in NVIDIA. Not only for the day below 136.64, anticipating 129 even as an intraday objective, not only for the week below 136.64 and 140.23, anticipating 124.63 over the next 3 to 5 days, but also through the entire month of March, as we anticipate the 106.19 longer-term channel bottom. This is a 3 to 5 week play still, and if on the way down, we were to settle below 124.63, that maintains a heavy trade. Within 3 to 5 days of that, 114.50, that 5/8 Fibonacci that held, back in early February, would become a 3 to 5 day objective. But I'm going to say closing below 124.63, which is right about here on the chart, that's now more of a 2 to 3 week target at 106.19. What is now a 3 to 5 week target below 140.23. I think that kind of covers the downside pretty well. We have the 140.15 level, which is this rising channel bottom. There's just a lot going on here. 139.98 is the descending channel top on the weekly chart. So we're holding to this area pretty much for the week. And if we were to close above not only 139.98 today, of course, but above 140.23, we have an objective. Wrong chart. Bear with me. Do we show it? Yes. So if the market surprisingly reverses and closes today above 140.23. You can anticipate 149.91. I'm going to call that a 1 to 3 day objective with present volatility. That just might contain buying pressures through the rest of the week. So this is your 3 to 5 day, more like a 1 to 3 day swing trade above 140.23. Until then, though, as I mentioned earlier, holding below 136.64, our 3 to 5 day swing trade remains south to 124.63. But covering the upside once again, closing above 140.23 today, I think that is at the very least an indication you should exit short positions you may have established over the last week as we tested this long-term resistance area. And yes, you can reverse and go long, at least to 149.91 within the week, but I think you can also go long 2 to 3 week swing traders up to 163.87. And for those of you who just sort of buy and hold for weeks and several months on end, just know that if we close the week above the 139.98 descending channel top, and the daily version is at 140.23, but later in the week it ducks below this 139.98. If we close above this structure on Friday, I do see the possibility within 2 to 3 months of reaching into the low 180s and climbing. This is a significant one-year channel top that may well contain not only monthly but even quarterly buying pressures when tested, and we would begin speaking about it as a longer-term objective if we close a Friday above 139.98. Until then, below 139.98, we are expecting the low 100s. I'm saying 3 to 5 weeks. It could take the better part of 2 months. We'll just see how this all plays out. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Did I mention? I think I did. I mentioned in this video. I forget if I mentioned it. I know I mentioned it in the Tesla video about Vertiv Holdings and Alibaba last week, the stock picks, about Fudu and Supermicro Computer the previous week. 4 stock picks the last 2 weeks that are still all very relevant. We've got 2 more coming up this week. Go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll be able to see all 6 stock picks, as well as Daily Triple Q, Daily SPY, Weekly Apple, Weekly NASDAQ 100, and Weekly S&P 500. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's NVIDIA. You have a great day.